Hey, beautiful people. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling great. If you're not, it's okay. This too shall pass, and I'm sending extra love and light your way. And always remember, tough times don't last, but tough people do. And you got the power to push through anything that you go through. It's really more so a mental battle. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I had a download that I received, and I just wanted to share it real quick for the collective. So the download that I got is that God has been toughening you up. I don't know if that's a word I wanted to use, but it's like, how do I say this? It's like some of us, we've been a little too soft, right? Some of us, we're naturally loving, compassionate, we're givers, we're considerate of others, and we're strong, right? We have a silent strength. But God put us through certain situations and circumstances and even tests because while those traits are good to have, it can be a hindrance to you if you don't have limits, if you don't have boundaries, right? So some of us, and some of us, we're strong, right? Whoever this message is for in the collective, you're strong, like in all aspects. But for some of y'all, you're physically strong, right? Like you may be the type that, if somebody tries to come for you, you defend yourself. Or if somebody tries to hurt someone you love, you'll fight for them too. Or you'll fight for the underdogs. It's like I'm getting someone who's not scared to fight, right? If it goes down to it. But that's not who you are though. That's you don't go around starting fights with people, right? But if someone brings it to you, you will defend yourself, right? So that's something that's natural to you. So that's not something that really needs to be worked on, whatever, because that's, like I said, I'm getting someone who doesn't start shit with people, but if they bring a rain to you, you're gonna clap back and defend yourself. But it's when it comes to people and mostly your emotions. Some of us in the collective, we've been a little too soft, right? It's like that outer strength is there. We're physically strong. We're willing to, fight, fight for ourselves, fight for others. But emotionally, we didn't have that same strength, right? God had to, or he's still doing, he's still working on us, right? He's toughening us up, right? Because some of us, we've been lacking boundaries when dealing with people. We've been, giving people multiple chances. Some of us, we've been giving our power away. Some of us, we haven't been speaking up. Um, and then some of us, we're just too damn nice, right? Because naturally, I'm picking up on the empath. A lot of y'all in the collective, you're empaths. Whoever this message is for, you're empathic. So it's like it makes you feel good to make other people feel good, right? When other people feel good, you feel good too because you're feeling what they're feeling. You're empath, right? So that's why it's very important to be able to master that energy, because if not, you'll be taking on other people's energies as if it's your own. And you're feeling sad and sorry for yourself, and you're not even realizing, hey, this is not even my damn energy. This is the person's energy that I just got off the phone with 5 minutes ago, right? So it's like, God had to toughen us up. And unfortunately, it had to be in situations where we were betrayed, disrespected, hurt, right? Because it's kind of like, if God is showing us like, hey, this person did this to you, this level of disrespect, like this is something, he allows drastic things to happen because for some of us, like I said, it's that's an area that we were lacking in, where we weren't standing up for ourselves, right? This when in the realm of emotions. And so he allows some drastic things to happen sometimes, because that's what it takes for someone to really, get fed up and be like, no, this is it. You have really disrespected me, right? And that's righteous anger. He wants you to be mad. When you're disrespected, he wants you to be mad. He wants you to take offense to that, right? Not let people slide by, not make excuses up for people's behaviors. You know what I'm saying? He wants you to hold people accountable. And in order to do that, it takes inner strength, because it's easy to sweep things under the rug. It's easy to just avoid certain people, avoid certain conversations, right? And just let things go on, and you're not happy. You're continuously giving your power away. God doesn't want that to happen. So he's like, okay, I let other little situations happen, and I see my child is not listening. My child is not doing anything about it. So now I'm going to have to turn up the heat. I'm gonna have to turn up the heat on the situations. So now they're gonna feel really disrespected. They're gonna feel really hurt, right? But well, I don't know if y'all heard that. I was confirmation with that noise. It sounded like it was a door. But anyways, he's like, now they're gonna feel real disrespected. Now they're gonna feel real hurt. And of course, I don't want to see my child be hurt, but I know this hurt, right, is the only way to get them to toughen up, right? To get them to be more diligent about protecting their energy. They have to go through this situation, right? And it has to be, unfortunately, something painful to make you make a change, something to make you remember it. There's certain situations you ain't never gonna forget, right? Now, you're not supposed to allow it to hinder you in any way, right? But you just remember it as a lesson. So it's like you'll never go back to that situation again. You'll never go back to that behavior again. That's why God allows certain things to happen. Like I said, because some of us, our boundaries were almost non-existent, right? And when that happens, people take advantage of you. So, like I said, when you get to a certain point, God will allow it to happen, because he's like, hey, I'm going to intervene to a certain extent, because y'all not going to just hurt my child. Y'all not going to just take full advantage of my child and just, right? But I'm still going to allow my child to go through these experiences, because I need for them to be able to figure this out on their own, because that's how it's going to stick. It's one thing when somebody tells you something, and it's another thing to experience it. When you experience it, it's going to stick with you. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why God allows certain situations to happen. And then, sometimes we get in our feelings. We're like, I didn't deserve this. I'm a good person. God, where you at? Why would you allow this to happen? And just trust that God is a just God, right? If there's not a situation, if you know you don't deserve that situation, if it happened to you, understand that there's a lesson in it. There's something that God was trying to pull out of you with that particular situation, right? And then sometimes, just to keep it real, it's karma. It's karma. People don't want to acknowledge that, but some of the unfortunate circumstances that we encounter is because it's our karma. And people don't believe in karma. The ones who don't believe in karma, they're the ones that's going to stay stuck in a karmic loop even longer, simply because they don't believe that there's a force or a power higher than them that holds them accountable for their actions and their intentions. So we be seeing people going through misfortune, and while you want to have compassion for everybody, the ones that's really tapped in, right, on a spiritual level, we know that there's a reason behind every circumstance, right? We know a lot of times people are paying back their karmic debt. We know that there's people that do stuff in the closet, that do stuff in the dark, that do stuff behind the doors. You know what I'm saying? That nobody else sees, but God sees it. And that's why he drops that karma on them. And then here we are feeling sorry for them, not even realizing this person could be a damn serial killer. This person could be hurting children. This person could be doing this and that. And nobody knows, but God knows. And that's why I said God is a just God. So I'm going to drop this situation on this person. They're going to pay back their karmic debt. Right. So that's the case sometimes. But what I'm picking up for the collective, though, in this message, though, is God just allows certain things to happen because it just had to be something drastic so that you can, so that you, to be honest, I'm just gonna keep it real. It had to be something that happened to make you mad enough to light that fire up in you. Right. Yeah, just real quick. I saw an image. I don't know if y'all remember that movie Carrie. It's a, I don't even know what year that came out. This is a very old movie with she went to prom, and I just saw an image in a prom, like a real quick flash in my head. It's like some of y'all, I'm not saying like you need to get in that mode, but it's like some of y'all, it's meant for you to get angry because that's going to awaken your powers. Y'all seen when Carrie got mad? Once they dropped, was it that pig's blood or something? They dropped that pig's blood over her head. Like they did that girl dirty, and she didn't even mess with them. That's the thing with some of y'all. Some of y'all, you be minding your own business, you in your own world. You may be a little different for most people, right? But you be minding your business, and people will be wanting to come for you, right? They want to talk about you, right? And it's like that with Carrie. And when she got to that prom, that was the last thing, right? They been teasing that girl, bothering her, but once they dropped that blood on her, that's when her powers got activated, and she effed some shit up in that place. Okay. So I saw that for a reason. Like I said, I don't know. I don't feel like the message is you need to hop into Carrie mode, but for some of y'all, you need to hop in that mode and get angry and let people know, like, I'm not the one. I'm not the one, the two, or the three. Okay. It's time to boundary up, stand up for yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Protect yourselves and don't have no regrets for doing it. Because this is part of your path. Like I said, I'm picking up on an empath who's very loving, very caring, very compassionate, someone who's a fighter, right? But just, when it comes to emotions, I just heard childhood trauma. So some of y'all, you could have had some traumatic experiences, or maybe experiences where you felt like you couldn't use your voice. Or I just heard overbearing. So people in your life who are possibly overbearing, like your family or parents maybe. So it's like that was affecting that your energy too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now you're being called to, it's like allow yourself to feel. Even though you're an empath, I'm picking up on someone who's kind of like maybe you became numb. You know what I'm saying? Because empaths, we feel everything, but if you're numb, it's like your heart chakra is blocked. And it's like the first feeling, like when you start, when your heart starts opening up, the first thing you will feel is anger, right? And that's good. So this is specific for somebody. It's like, be angry. It's okay to be angry, like, and put those boundaries up, right? And then, allow yourself to, because I'm seeing the word grief in my mind. So for some of y'all, it's like you need to allow yourself to grieve, possibly just things that you've been through, or maybe things that you're holding on. But the first, anger is like the first stage in the grief process. So allow yourself to get angry. There's nothing wrong with righteous anger. If somebody does you wrong, you have the right to be angry. And you have the right to take action on it, right? Not to say get revenge, but take action as in pulling your energy back, right, from that person, expressing how you feel, and still pulling your energy back, because you got to let people know you're not the one, the two, or the three, okay? But anyways, y'all, this was longer than I expected. I hope to help in some type of way. So y'all stay blessed up, stay prayed up, and I'll catch you on another video. Peace, love, and light.